Hi, hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, we'll be discussing on orders and execution letters, their meaning, points to be remembered while writing the orders and execution letters, which will be followed by some sample examples of orders and execution letters. Kindly watch the video till the end, like it, share and subscribe the channel. If you have any comments about the video, please put your comments in the comment box. Now, let's move to the presentation. In a trade cycle, the first step always starts with an inquiry. And in reply to an inquiry, the seller provides his terms and conditions, the goods in which he is dealing, then the terms of dispatch of the goods, the availability of the goods, etc., in the form of reply to an inquiry made by the buyer. So the next step here is writing the order and execution letter here. An order is very simple to say. It is written by the buyer to the supplier to send particular quantity of the goods as per the terms and conditions mentioned in the offer or the quotation letter. In other words, to say, a letter of order is a legally built the contract between the buyer and the seller. And such order is placed by the buyer when he is satisfied with the terms and conditions of the seller which are mentioned in the either offer or quotation letter here. Hence, it is to be written with the proper caution, and the order is the letter which develops a bonding between the buyer and the seller, because here the actual business starts. When an inquiry letter is written by the buyer, it may not lead to the continuation of the relationship of the business with the seller, because if the terms and conditions of the seller, if they are not satisfied, then in such case the buyer will not go for placing the order with such a seller. So here the order letter is the one which develops relationship with the seller here. Then now let's look into what are the points to be remembered while writing the order letter here. So when a order letter is to be written, the buyer should thank the seller for providing the terms and conditions of his sale. Writing thanks is nothing but the expression of the gratitude by the buyer to the seller here. Then in case of the order letter here, the buyer should specify the complete information with respect to specification of the goods which is required by him. Here the specification with respect to the quality, the size, weight, color, etc. of the goods. The buyer should mention the quantity of the goods required by him. So how many kgs or how many units of the goods required by him, or how many number of the items that are required by the buyer should be mentioned clearly in the order letter here. The buyer should also mention clearly the quantity of the goods which he wishes to buy from the seller. He should also state clearly the mode of transportation, whether the goods should be dispatched by rail transport, road transport, or by air. Sometimes all the places may not be connected with the railways. In such case, he must clearly specify the mode of the transportation. The buyer should also mention the address where he wants to deliver, where he wants the delivery of the goods. He should also mention whether the goods are to be insured or not. In the normal course, the seller will not insure the goods unless there is a specific instruction by the buyer. The buyer, while placing the order, he should provide the forwarding directions to the seller so that the seller will come to know the expected date of the delivery of the goods, the method of dispatch, the packing of the goods. So all those things must be clearly mentioned by the buyer in his letter. Once the order is placed by the buyer, he may desire to change it. Generally, the quality, quantity, mode of transport, place of delivery, mode of payment, etc. In this case, the seller may easily accept for the change. In a certain cases here, it will be difficult to accept the change by the seller. Hence, the buyer should write intelligently the request letter and it should reach the seller before executing the order. Then, the execution letter. Here the execution letters are those letters which are written by the seller in reply to the order letters. Once the order letter is received by the seller goes through such a order letter and he will come to know the quantity of the goods to be dispatched, the method of packing and the mode of the transport. Everything he comes to know. So here the seller should thank the buyer because here the buyer is adding value of business to the seller here. So that's why it's the duty of the buyer seller first to thank the party for placing order with him, because there are large number of sellers are there, but the buyer has specifically chosen this seller. So for that reason here he must thank the for placing the order. Then the seller should mention the reference number and date of the order letter. So this will help in the future consequences. So say for example, if there is any cancellation of the order or if any payment is not received in the subsequently by the seller. So for that reason here it is better on the part of the seller to mention the number and date of the order letter here. Then the seller should specify the key points regarding the description of the goods, the quantity, the terms, and he should also enclose the invoice with respect to how much is to be paid by the buyer. The seller should mention also the mode of transport and the method of payment. Here the mode of transport, as I previously told, whether the goods are dispatched by VR logistics or it may be like a guardian transport, etc. here. And here the seller should also mention the mode of payment, whether the payment is to be made by check or whether the payment is to be made through RTGS or bank transfer or UPI payments, etc. So he must clearly mention all these things in his execution letter. Sometimes it may be difficult for the seller to execute the order. In such case, he should give specific reasons for the non-execution of the order. The reasons may be, say for example, sometimes there may be strikes and lockout in the factory, and as a result of that there is no production and hence the order cannot be executed. Or sometimes there may not be availability of the goods, or sometimes there may be, say for example, the strike by the transport people, so that's why the order cannot be executed. So here the seller should mention specifically why an order cannot be executed. Then suppose if he needs time for execution, he should ask for extension of time for delivery of the goods in some cases. In case the order and in case the products are not available or the goods ordered by the buyer, if they are not available here, then he should suggest for the alternatives. Why? The reason to suggest alternatives, because he should not give up the business which is received from the buyer here. So for that reason here he should specifically mention the alternatives, and he should also highlight how they how the alternative goods are best to the goods ordered by the buyer here, and how it leads to the satisfaction of the users, so that he should specifically mention in his order here. Then sometimes the buyer may cancel his order. So here the cancellation of the order is generally made by the buyer if the supplier is failed to execute the order within the time framework or within the stipulated time. In such case, or if the unfavorable information about the product is received from other sources, then in such case there is a chance of cancellation of the order. So the reasons for the cancellation of the order may be like delay in execution of the order. Say for example, the goods, the buyer might have ordered the goods, the delivery of the goods by the before the Ganesh festival. If the goods are not received by him before the Ganesh festival, in such case he may cancel the order. Then supplier may not agree to pack the goods in the manner of the purchaser's interest. In other words, to say, when the goods are packed against the instruction of the buyer here, in such case the buyer will cancel the order. Then if there is any difference of opinion in the terms and conditions between the buyer and seller, in such case also the order may be cancelled by the buyer. The points to be remembered while cancelling the order are: the buyer should communicate the specific reason for the cancellation of the order. If possible, it should be conveyed through over the phone or a mail. The message of cancellation of the order should reach the supplier before the dispatch of the consignment here. Well, sometimes what happens here, if the order is cancelled after the dispatch of the consignment, in such case the seller will not take the responsibility. The buyer should specifically mention the actual reason for the cancellation. Sometimes if he does not receive the delivery of the goods within the stipulated time, in such case he may go for cancellation of the order, and at the same time he may go for say for example, if he gets any alternative source that the products are not good, in such case also he may goes for cancellation of the order. So there are number of reasons for the cancellation here. We will discuss some practice the writing of the orders and the execution letters now. This is an example of orders and execution letters. So the question is here, draft, let me stretch this one, an order letter to Mysore Silk Palace, Bengaluru, for silk sarees and also draft a reply for the same. So this is the question now. So here the buyer is we need to assume the buyer here, then the seller here is Mysore Silk Palace, Bangalore. So now let us go for coining the buyers here. So here Oswal Collections near Jubilee Circle, Dharwad. So let me centrally align this one here. So the phone number we need to put here so that it should be a right alignment here. So phone number 0836 274512 here. Then let me left align here. So here reference number, the reference number we should take here. This is the reference number of OSOL collection. So 457 oblique, I write here OL. OL stands for, or OL it stands for order letter. So 20, 21, 22. Then dated here, let me put today's date. So 10th June 2021. So we should write now the two address here. To the manager, Mysore Silk Palace, Chippete, Bangalore. Then dear sir oblique madam, subject supply of silk sarees, reference. So this is the reference of the reply letter here, that is your letter number RL, that is 20, 21, 22, dated 3rd June 2021. So now let's begin the first paragraph. We are very grateful to you for your above numbered and dated letter. We are very happy with the catalog and price list. We are very happy with catalog and price list of silk sarees we have accepted your terms and conditions. So now let us go for the second paragraph here. We have decided to stock a huge quantity of the silk sarees for the forthcoming marriage season. We request you to dispatch silk sarees with different colors 150 red color, 175 green color, 150 broad border, 125 narrow border, and 200 work sarees. We appeal to you dispatch the consignment within a week by VRL Logistics Limited. Kindly forward the invoice and lorry receipt through Union Bank of India, Dharwad branch. We hope that you will execute our order at the earliest. Thank you. Yours faithfully. So it must be signed by the person one who is writing the letter here. For Oswald Collections Proprietor. So this is the order letter which we have written here. You can see in this letter here the quantity of the sarees we have mentioned. It is mentioned in this letter. Then the buyer has also mentioned the dispatch of the consignment within a week through the mode of the transport. Here is a road transport, that is VRL Logistics Limited, and he has also mentioned the kindly forward the invoice and lorry receipt through the Union Bank of India, Dharwad branch here. So now let's go for replying this here now. So let me copy this address here. So let me centrally align this one here. Then let me write the phone number here. So if the form is on large scale here, then it can have an email also. Zero 277456 reference number. So here 1269 oblique EO, that is short form of execution of order 2021-22, dated 14th June 2021, So inside it is the proprietor, Oswald Collections, Jubilee Circle, Dharwad. Dear Sir, Public Madam, subject, dispatch of consignment, reference, your letter number. So let me copy the same here. Dated 10th June 2021. So let me write down the first paragraph. We deeply express our gratitude to you for enhancing our business. We are happy to convey that your consignment dispatched by VRL Logistics Limited to Dharwad today. You may expect the delivery of consignment by 19th June 2021. The invoice shows rupees 1,50,000, rupees 1,50,000 only. It can be paid by check or direct transfer to our account number 52315679. So 11-digit account number. So the branch we need to mention here, it is Canara Bank, Chickpet branch, Bengaluru. The IFSC code is CAN 00566725. the invoice and lorry receipts are enclosed with this we hope that we will meet your expectations. Thank you. Yours faithfully. So it must be signed by the person here. Then for Mysore Silk Palace manager. So this is how we need to write the letter here. So thank you for watching this.